Maybe one day. Just do not know if I could.
Hey, Priya.
Hey, if you're not busy...
Hey, Priya.
I'm not sure who to talk to about this. I don't know how... maybe I shouldn't say anything.
It's okay. You can tell me, Jin.
Okay, thanks. It's Danny. She normally goes out with the others on their usual routes. But lately, she's been going off the beaten path. The others say she last went southeast all the way into the crater. And when she's back, she won't even look at me. Deflects whenever I ask her questions. Never a good time to talk.
She's mad at you?
Ha, no. Yeah, I wish it were that simple. But I know her. No, this is something else. I think this is my fault. A while ago, I brought up a topic that, in all fairness, I knew she didn't like. I figured the timing was okay and that she'd... You know what? It's not important.
I can check up on her if you'd like.
Listen, Danny's the toughest person I know. But this place is dangerous, as you know. I don't need to know where she's going or what she's doing. I just need to know she's okay.
Hey, Priya. There's something happening in the air here. A signal from these strange devices.
Those RDA aerial thingies? Huh.
It's disturbing the King Lord and their food cycle in the rainforest. If we help the King Lord, we help the Arana head.
Hey, can you scan one? I'll try to find out what they do.
You seem more settled.
Making the best of things. I want to help. Somehow. Mercer and Harding need to pay for what they've done.
With the Resistance on our side, we have a real chance.
And can make up for the past. How has it been almost 16 years? The humans like to say, better late than never. But it's still too late for Ahari. I didn't stand up to them then.
No one expected you to. We were just children.
That didn't stop your sister. She was braver. The Resistance is the way to honor that.
Even if it means working with the humans here.
Maybe not all humans are the same. I wonder if we live up to Aranahe expectations of Sarentu. Sometimes I wonder if we should cast off this human armor.
Wish Dad could see me now.
Think what we could do with one of them 3D
He'd
printers.
still hate it.
I mean, I'm not saying no to having some, but how exactly do you steal a whole printing bay?
Yeah,
What does he really want?
that's the hard part.
Representing the
Hey,
resistance.
got
Nice.
some new stuff
Any
ready.
day you don't get fired.
Here you go. Have a look. Bale, you take care of yourself.
Accept the invitation.
Priya mentioned you might have a use for the RDA duty roster I found.
Human writings, they're computers. You can understand these things, yes?
Sure. You're looking for computer parts?
Information, names and locations, like what you already found. I have heard whispers, surviving RDA soldiers. Ones from the Battle of the Hallelujah Mountains. Ones who destroyed my clan are stationed again on Pandora. Different places now. Different posts. Find them for me, and I will do the rest. I can supply you in turn, whatever you need. The RDA is spewing poison across the land. I know you will deal with it.
Hajir owes you one. Hey, buddy. You doing okay? Ruffling feathers? Making waves?
I don't think so.
I meant, never mind. I'm just talking. Stream of consciousness, right? Sometimes I just start talking and I keep going until someone shuts me up. Must be weird for you here. Out of that school place. Tap.
What did Alma tell you?
Not much, to be honest. And I've been here since the RDA's first go of it. Met Alma at Hell's Gate.
So she didn't tell anyone about us?
I mean, she didn't say much about what she'd been doing before the rebellion. I can see why. She was like, hey, want to save this world? Hell yeah. There was no changing the RDA from the inside. It's rotten to the core. Well, you know that. Then Jake Sully said we could stay here. If we helped.
And you started a new life.
It's been rough, no lie. There were more of us. Pandora's harsh. Unforgiving. Gorgeous, though. A real Medusa. We all have things to be ashamed of. To answer for. Penance, my dad would say. If I took you on a spin with me, you'd get it. Dead land, as far as the eye can see.
I should get out of HQ a bit more. Explore Pandora.
So this Ardmore. Serious business, huh?
Best believe. They don't make someone a
RDA activities here are ravaging.
What are their Navi like? Are they chill? Or more, you know, Sotlek style?
I thought you liked Sotle.
I do, totally. He's great. Kinda aloof though, right? I mean, you and the other Sarentu are cool, but you were raised by humans, so it's not the same.
No, it really isn't.
I didn't mean to imply, oh, that was offensive, wasn't it? Sorry. God, I should really just shut up. Quiet observation, Priya.
I know you didn't come to Pandora for quiet observation.
Well, no. I wanted to see alien life up close. I mean, I'd only seen Navi in pictures. Not like you're some kind of specimen. When I joined the RDA, I thought I was signing up for adventure, you know? When I saw what they were really doing here, I was straight out the door. I just want to make a difference. And make friends. Not be friends. I feel a bit useless here sometimes, out of place. I don't really know how to talk to people. I get too excited or too quiet, you know?
I know how it feels to be out of place.
Right. Of course you do. Same boat. We'll find our way together. Maybe the Arana here will turn friendly again. We were getting on so well.
Practicality and style. Who says you have to choose? You need a new look. May as well look good out there.
Samson really needs a refresh.
What is Mercer looking for? What does he really want from Pandora?
Good to see you.
Is that... You still have Mercer's walkie-talkie?
It doesn't work anymore. I just like having it, okay? Don't make a big deal out of it.
I'm not. I'm surprised. That's all.
I know things are different now. And I have to be tough. It's how I used to... We don't have to get rid of everything they gave us. Mercer wanted Navi and humans to work together. Cooperation is what makes for successful ventures. Only together will we build a better Pandora. You remember?
Mercer doesn't care about Pandora. Or us.
Well, we're working with the humans here anyway. Still cooperating for Pandora.
Need some firepower?
Ikran really take a scorpion down?
Heard Jake was kicking ass again.
Well, you know he would be. Being
Engine's gonna
full-time now.
fall. Out of this thing.
Living that blue life.
That has to feel wild.
That armor
Leaving the
fits you
body you
well.
were born with for good. Swapping for a whole new.
Camp suits means more Samsons around. Maybe I can scrounge for some extra parts.
Danny came out here alone. No traces of anyone else. Where did she go next? Traveling light. Had rations. A faint scent, but it's there.
You found me. So, how much did Jin tell you anyway?
He only mentioned a topic that he shouldn't have brought up.
Yeah, That. Timing couldn't be more off. Talking again about starting a family. With your return, Jin saw hope. But I saw the unspeakable evil they've done to you. And what they're gonna do to all of us.
So, is that why you're out here?
Could say that. I cover a lot of ground in a day. Finding vantage points, identifying potential kill boxes, trying to make us safe, if that's possible. Many of our people can't imagine how bad things will get. I can. Ask the trapped wildlife I came across. Couldn't free it without harming it.
Where'd you find them?
Northwest of HQ. I wish there was more I could do.
Leave it to me. Good to see you, Nimoon. Yeah, yeah, yeah! Danny, the wildlife is safe now.
Good. I'm glad you bumped into me. Our little chat reminds me... Been a while since I talked to anyone about this. About anything on my mind, really. I'm back at HQ, near the entrance. Can we talk more?
I'll meet you there. Oh. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, friend! Please, take your bow and join me.
animal is too trouble. We are safe. Bow or spear is fine, but do not rush. If you strike too soon...
How'd that even happen? I mean, I know I don't know the details. But still.
Wish Dad could see me now. He'd still hate it.
Maybe the Arana here will turn friendly.
We were just collecting samples.
We were getting on so well.
Suddenly we saw that shadow.
RDA activities here are ravaging local flora.
Understaffed.
We've got to do something.
Just got to get those defector numbers up. Just get the info into every bunk room on every base.
Easier said than done, though. So it spits poison, huh? This can't happen.
Well, actually, Whip Fang flip. It at you with its fangs. Thus the name.
End result's still the same, though.
Augustine's research on this.
Hey, maybe we'll all get an invite to Home Tree. Priya will flip.
Processed stern beast kind of looks like steak.
Oh, you're here.
Yeah, almost.
Excellent. I need your help with something. You've already seen all the pollution RDA is causing. How it affects the flora?
I have. That's just... sickening.
Indeed. And it's not just ill plants. Animals can't feed and live in polluted areas. Na'vi lose their foraging and hunting grounds. Everything on Pandora is connected, and damage done to one part affects the whole system. Resistance, too. It's critical we continue to learn which specimens of flora we can process to extract nutrients acceptable for humans.
So you can't study plants that aren't healthy?
Exactly. Right now, I have ongoing research on a plant called flamingo orchid, and I need clean samples of its fruit to keep the data fresh. I have coordinates to where they grow in abundance, but we don't have many hands at the field labs. Would you be so kind? Any chance that Camp's airlock is still in one piece? There's some fine machinery in there.
Your bow. I have to ask, what kind of wood is that? Is it Delta?
I'm not sure.
It must be. Very pliable, you know, but strong. Really an excellent wood to work with. I'm gonna use some for the outdoor space. Make it a little more Na'vi friendly.
I think Nora would appreciate that.
Priya mentioned most of your people refuse to use metal. I agree, honestly. Why use cold, clinical steel when the warmth and life of wood is available?
Cold and clinical sounds more like the RDA style.
Ha, right? Let me tell you, building for them was no fun at all. But construction's my game. I actually had no idea what was going on out here till Danny told me. She was sick with it. And it's hard to get a reaction out of Danny, so I know it must have been bad.
So you left the RDA because of her?
Well, of course. She's my wife. We met on mission training, actually. Got married right before we left Earth. It's weird. It was only a few months ago, but with the trip, we've been married for years. People think she's cold, but that's crap. You just have to get to know her. Wow. Hello. Good to see you again.
Through medical supplies.
Look at the mold on
RDA
that.
activities here are ravaging local flora. We've got to do something.
Our intrepid adventurer returns. How is your Sid treating you? Run into any trouble?
All good so far. It's been useful.
I'm glad. Little Sid. It was my brother's name. Always a troublemaker. Would probably hate that I named it after him.
Isn't it a systems interrogation device?
Yes, yes. But do you know how long I had to think to come up with something that made sense and spell Sid? I've been refining my designs for years, originally to catalog Pandora's incredible life forms. I'd hoped to share my findings with the late, great Dr. Augustine. Did you ever meet her?
I didn't meet anyone outside of TAP.
No, I don't suppose you would have. I missed the chance as well, arrived in the furor of the rebellion. Inspiring, I must say. Though, I was far too late to be of any use.
But you stayed. Did you like it here that much?
I considered turning around and going straight back home again. But the wonder of Pandora, the possibilities, the sheer invigorating grandeur of her organisms. I do miss coffee, however. Try as I might, I have not been able to replicate a suitable substitute. There you are.
Nearly out of Dapafet. Again.
Did you know the sap in Dapafet can act as an insect repellent? How amazing is that? All this time, I thought it was basically aloe vera.
I learned about Dapafet in school. How it's cooling, soothing. It stores water, too.
It really is a marvel. It's exactly the kind of thing I wish I discovered to make a better Earth for Emily, my daughter.
Maybe you still can.
Yeah, maybe. Still, even if I do, there's no way home.
One downside to leaving the RDA.
The only one. But Pandora is my home now. It's strange to think she's all grown up now. I find myself wondering what kind of music she likes, who her friends are. At least staying here, I can remember the little girl I left behind. The Emily I know. I could use more Dapofet from Najir, if you see any.
Would you believe what?
You're back. For now, or?
Do I have a choice? I'm trying to keep us safe. Trying to keep my husband safe.
Maybe you should talk to him. Tell him what's on your mind. He seems so in love with you.
Jin's got so much love in him, it'd be selfish for me to hoard it all to myself. Only makes sense he'd want a family. Back on Earth, I grew up in a harsh place, shaped by people like Mercer. Always people like him. That look in my parents' eyes always stuck with me, a mix of warmth and fear of failing to protect the one thing that mattered the most. Hell, that animal you freed, it'll look after its own one day, and it'll know that pain.
I don't think it's thought that far. It's in its nature to produce offspring and protect its young. Like all parents, I guess.
Yeah, just dumb instinct and love. Jin can't imagine me failing. He loves me too much. And I don't know how to tell him I'm terrified. I should talk to him.